Happy Thursday, it's Steve at Carnoisseur Leasing. Thought I would check into Facebook and firstly thank everyone for all the orders this month. March has been a record month for us. In the motor trade, March is generally a very busy time with new registrations, great deals coming out. So thanks to everyone that's got in contact with us, whether it's your first car or lots of renewals that have come through this month. So thanks very much for everyone that's been ordering their cars. Just very briefly today, I just wanted to talk about initial payments and how when you take a lease, obviously there's normally an initial rental which then is followed by the monthly payments. And it only occurred to us actually recently that some people don't realise that you can change that to be whatever you want it to be. So it might be that this particular time when you're leasing a car, you don't necessarily have £1,000 or £2,000 or £500 that you want to put into the deal, but you have got the money to be paying the monthly payments. How a lease works is each car has its value for the cost of the lease. So if we just take an example, say £5,000 it costs to lease a car from start to finish. And your start to finish could be 24 months or could be 36 months or 48 months. But either way, the cost to lease a car is a fixed amount of money. How then the monthly payments are worked down is you'll see that many websites, leasing companies, including our own, leasing has kind of picked up this set structure of 3 payments up front, 6 payments up front, 9 payments up front, 12 payments up front, which is absolutely fine. But what a lot of people don't know is you can change that. So if you don't want to put down 3 payments up front, or you don't want to put down 12 payments up front, you can put no payments up front, or 1 payment, or 2 payments. And either way, the cost of the lease remains the same. So you're not penalised, or you don't pay more, in most cases, if you put down more up front or less up front. So if you take the example of, say, £5,000, this is a live video, I've now just thought I'm going to do maths, so this may not work out too good, but if we take, say, £5,000, and we say divided that over 36 payments, I'm going to guess that might be somewhere around, I don't know, £160 a month, something like that. Therefore, if you paid no initial rental, the cost of that car over that period would be £166. Now on that same deal, if you wanted to put down, say, 3 payments up front or 6 payments up front, all you're doing quite simply is taking away money from the monthly rentals. So if your payments are £160 a month, say you're taking 60 off of that to make the payments £100 a month, well, that £60 is then times by the amount of months, so say 35 months, 36 months, and then gets loaded onto the front. So there might be that your first payment is then, say, £1,500 or £2,000, but your monthly payments have gone down because of what you've taken off the front. Either way, from start to finish, you're paying the same amount of money, and it might be that circumstances are different, where actually it could be useful that you don't want to spike, and you just want to keep it flat payments all the time so you know where you are, or you might like putting down a higher payment, keep monthly payments lower. And also what's quite important to know is with the initial payment isn't taken until you've taken delivery of the car. We were having a chat with a gentleman last night, and he was speaking to another company, and he didn't go ahead with the order. He wanted to order a car that was actually going to be a factory order, so it would have been about sort of 3 months, but he believed he had to pay the initial rental on order. Well, that isn't the case. The initial rental is only paid once the car's been delivered. So you've still got either a month or 2 months or 3 months to save up that initial rental if you want to, before it's actually due to be paid. I guess the only advantage sometimes of paying a higher payment up front is if somebody's finances or credit perhaps isn't as strong as it could be. The more money you put up front, the less in effect you're looking to borrow, and therefore, if your credit rating isn't as strong as it could be, you're more likely perhaps to get approved because you're borrowing a smaller amount of money. Like you're more likely to get approved for a £1,000 loan than you are a £5,000 loan. And that works the same with leasing. So always talk to us. If you're not sure about your finance or credit, or if you're not sure if you want to put down a large payment or a small payment, it's actually worth having a look, because you'll see the adverts going out, and every leasing company chooses the best advert, and they try and pitch it in a way that the price looks good. And then you might then see, oh, it's a great price, £200. Oh, well, it's with £3,000 initial rental. It's always worth playing with those numbers and looking at them and speaking to us or looking on the website, because quite often, by putting the monthly payments a little bit higher, it brings down that front payment quite a lot. If I actually take a look on our website, carnoisseurleasing.com, you probably can't see this that clearly, but to give you an idea, we've actually got an offer at the moment on the Mercedes GLA, which is Mercedes' smaller SUV. So it's based on the A-Class, but it's kind of on stilts, which is the GLA. And actually this is on offer until 4 p.m. today. You might have seen our mailer come out or email come out. If you are interested in the GLA, till 4 o'clock today, there's a very, very good offer. Give us a ring and we can talk you through that. But if I show you that car on our website, you go to carnoisseurleasing.com, select the manufacturer, Mercedes-Benz, scroll down to GLA. This particular offer is on the automatic, so I'm going to pick automatic as well, and it's also on the diesel. And there's our deal there, the hot offer on the Mercedes GLA. And as its default, our website on this particular offer is defaulting to 6 months up front on 10,000 miles a year over 4 years. So what I mean by looking at these, well, I'll put on to personal rates as well. That's the price including the VAT. So if you're a personal or private individual, that's the price you're paying. So first of all, if I put that on 12 months up front, okay, that looks great. So £250 a month to lease a Mercedes GLA. Then down the bottom here, the initial payment on this area here is basically 12 lots of those. That makes that £3,000. That's quite a large lump sum to find. And even if you've got the money saved up or haven't got the money saved up, you still might not want to use your savings or your capital to pay that payment. If we drop that right down to just 3 payments up front, that takes that right down to £800 almost. And the payments only increase up to 290. So you can actually, that might be more attractive. And even to me, you know, if I think actually I've got my £3,000, but actually I'm not penalised, there's not like there's interest or anything. So I personally would rather perhaps keep my money in the bank and pay a slightly higher payment each month. But it's up to every person. Everyone's different in what you're looking to try and do. But do have a look at payments, because if you see an advert and the deal looks good, the deal is probably good. Now, whichever leasing company you're looking at, whichever mailer comes through, if the price looks good, it probably is a very, very good deal. Don't be put off straight away by the initial payment you might see. Have a look at it and work it back. See what it is with 3 payments up front, or ask for a quote with nothing up front, just with 36 straight payments or 48 straight payments. Always ring us as well. So often people ring into us and we'll speak in depth about the payments, how they want to do it, and we can pretty much tailor it to whatever you want to do, which is why we always say we can find you the right car or the right van at the right price, because we genuinely believe we can. If there's a deal out there, we'll find it for you. But do have a look at initial rentals, have a think about if that's maybe been putting you off leasing, and then we can hopefully find you a deal that you like the look of the car. And don't forget, the initial rental isn't due until that car is delivered. Anyway, I won't bore you anymore, and thanks very much again for comments and sharing the video and everything else. Have a nice weekend if we don't speak before. And don't forget, the GLA deal finishes today at 4 p.m. So if you would like a Mercedes GLA, give the office a call and speak to myself, Kerry, any of the guys here. If you want to join the mailing list, please contact us on Facebook, message us, call into the office, go onto our website, carnoisseurleasing.com, and we look forward to hearing from you soon. Thanks very much indeed. Have a good day.